Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires in part 4 of my Kroq-Gar campaign. Technically this is part 5, but I kind of lost part 4. Normally that wouldn't be a problem because I could just re-record it, because I save at the end of each episode. Guess who forgot to save at the end of each episode. Now, in my defence, I have been drinking quite heavily. So I hope that... But basically, we'll just go... Well, first things first, right? I've renamed all my characters. I mean, I know in part 3, I said that I thought the idea of naming them after cereals was a shit idea. I talked myself around to it. So meet Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, the Wizard Extraordinaire, and Oh So Simple, the melee specialist. So there we go. And basically what happened is we took Doomglade, and then I thought, I can take Khalida, no problem. So I declared war on Khalida, took Resatra, easy peasy. Then I thought, right, we'll just go north, kick the shit out of Khalida. No worries. Unfortunately, it turned out that she had 2 armies. Well, she's actually got 3 armies that I know of. So she hit us, and we did win the battle. It was pretty apocalyptic, and ended up with most of our units pretty much dead, and a lot of their units dead. So it was pretty good. And we came out of that battle with a few units lost, and I basically had to retreat because they couldn't follow us up because they'd lost too many of their units, but we'd also lost a few units of ours. So we had to pull back, and I've retreated back towards the Cursed Jungle. We've recruited, so we've refitted out the army. We're now just waiting for some more little recruitments there. Khalida has been, in the meantime, raiding and destroying our territory. She's sacked Doomglade. And that's caused some public order issues. We're about to have a rebellion in Resatra. So basically, I shouldn't have declared war on Khalida. What I think I should have done is probably declare war on Teotihuacan. I think taking the Golden Tower and Teotihuacan would have probably put us in better stead for taking on Khalida. I think that's probably, if I was starting again, that's what I'd do. But unfortunately, we're not starting again. So I'm just going to have to make do with what I've got. So at the moment, I think what I need to do is deal with Khalida first. Once I've dealt with Khalida, I can go back and deal with Teotihuacan. So, for the moment, I'm going to leave Teotihuacan as is. We can always... I think I can... I mean, I could... Well, the problem is I'm at war with Khalida, and Khalida's not going to accept a peace treaty at the moment. So, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore Doomglade being a wreck, and we're just going to end the turn. So we've got a rebellion. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We can deal with this rebellion. That's going to be no problem. Khalida could be a slightly bigger issue. So we just need a couple of turns of recruitment, and then we can go and finish off... Where are you going, Khalida? Where are you going, Khalida? What's up? What's going on? Where are you going? Hey guys. Not kill now. Well, pretty much. You want me to join your war against the Silver Host. Realistically, guys, what would you be doing about it? You're a minor power, you're strength rank 59. Basically, you would be doing nothing. So no. Plus, you're on my list. So I will be killing you pretty bloody soon. Cholai is back, so that's a lord we recruited. I can't remember what happened in episode 3 because it's been a little while. And raiding, blah, blah, blah. Fine. So one more turn. We might lose Resart. I mean, I'm not that overly concerned if we do, to be honest. That won't be the end of the world. I'm not going to upgrade that because that would be a silly idea. Do I repair these bits? I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it. Just going to finish off patching up Kroq-Gar's slightly battered force, and then we'll be heading towards Doomglade to resecure that, and then on to Resatra, trying to make... I mean, if we can deal with that rebel army, Unless Khalida beats us to it. What's Khalida going to do? She's actually running away, which is interesting. Okay. That's it, and don't come back after that hiding I gave you. Oh, hello, Ewald. Ewald? Edward? Ewald? Count Ewald? What are you doing? I'm not at war with you. Okay. Now, if you have an army there... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just march straight through. Now, we could upgrade the Cursed Jungle, and to be honest, considering Doomglade keeps getting itself sacked, I might just go... Yeah, let's upgrade to the Holy Ziggurat there. That's... But more, the money's better spent there than anywhere else.
Do not betray your king.
Okay, Khalida has a stack, as does M. Katatum. Yep, that guy. What a guy. I'm going to call him M from now on. M has a stack. We've got a stack of rebels, and Count Ewald has a stack over there as well, so it's stack heavy. Can I repair any of these? I could demolish. I mean, do I actually need a logging camp? No is the answer to that. Do not need a logging camp. Lock it down, build something better. You know, like anything, really. Doomglade really needs some defences. Currently, Doomglade very much living up to its name. Basically, anyone who lives there is pretty much fucked. Khalida, what you doing? I'm a little bit concerned she might head straight back for Doomglade. On the other hand, I mean, realistically, is that going to be an issue? Okay, you're not even a full army. Settlement besieged. We got negative growth. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not overly surprised considering just how shit the Crater of the Waking Dead is. It's a bit of a crap hole. Now, do I try and relieve the siege, or do I head? Khalida could head for Doomglade. I'm gonna... We're gonna relieve Rasatra. That's what we're gonna do. Do I... I could attack it now. My units would be tired. And I wouldn't get... Okay, well, I won't do that because I won't get the replenishment for fighting them, but at least they won't attack us next turn. I'm a little bit worried about Khalida, might be heading back for Doomglade, and particularly I'm worried about the Cursed Jungle. But for the moment, I think we're just going to leave it. And hope she doesn't do it. Because if she does, I'll be very annoyed with her. Gonna be honest. She's been doing a lot of things lately that I do not agree with. Mostly fighting back. She should just die. I mean, she's already dead, but die. Just okay. That's it. Go that way. Perfect. That's it. Bugger off. Go play in the traffic or something. Okay, that means we can now attack this rebel army, which we're going to do just now. Okay, that's great. We've got the Jaguar standard. We're going to pop that on Pratt's pack, obviously. Chris Pratt. And I think, you know what, we'll fight this because I need to work out some of this aggression I've got building up. And I think just jumping up and down on poor puny skeletons is going to be just what I need. So we've managed to reach Resatra before they've attacked, which is good, because had they actually attacked, I think Resatra might be just a pile of burning stones. Now I do have some carrion. Carrion are a pain in the arse, especially for my Pterodon riders. So I've got to try and keep them out of harm's way. Now, carrion are awful, but annoying. They're going to come down into my skinks and just generally be a pain. So our spears moving in to intercept. We've got Matilda on the left flank there. We do have some skeleton horsemen just sort of running back and forth. On the right flank, we've got Kroq-Gar leading the Cold One riders. And overhead, the Pterodons just bombing targets of opportunity. And then we've got the reinforcements from the city, the garrison, moving in to assist. So we've basically got them completely surrounded. So the front line is going to meet a little bit staggered there. They're flanking around on the right. Kroq-Gar's going to go charging straight into this unit of spears. Spearmen go flying everywhere. Meanwhile, the Pratt's Pack and the Cold One Spear Riders flanking around. Getting some good shots off there, but here comes the carrion. They're going to go charging down into the skinks. And weirdly, also Pratt's Pack. Obviously, these are Cold One Spear Cavalry, so they're actually quite good against large units. The battle is a bit of a mess. There's units all over the place. Reinforcements coming in from the rear. Pterodon Riders continue to bomb. God, I love Pterodon Riders. The fire bowlers are just amazing. Matilda is smashing some units over here. Again, Skeleton Warriors, pretty easy for the Saurus to just smash to pieces. That's no problem. Somehow they've managed to keep their archers away from me by sort of blocking my every advance against them with some of their other units. Although some Skeleton Archers have managed to get involved in combat here. And we've got a Skink cohort over here being butchered by some Skeleton Warriors. Skinks actually worse than Skeleton Warriors. I mean, yeah, they really are. Skink cohort is basically just is worse than Skeletons. There's literally no point having them. Charging into the rear of this unit of spears. You can see just carving our way through them. Just slowly being isolated and chewed to pieces. Skinks firing into the rear of this skeleton warrior. I mean, I would like to get some chameleon skinks because they are a lot better than the normal skinks. And it definitely looks like we've got the upper hands here. Number of skeletons dropping significantly as time goes on. Their army's going to start to crumble very, very soon. And Resatra has been relieved. God, carrying annoying. Never mind. Let's chow down. And we'll just pop into Resatra. That should fix us up. All very good. Crunching up cornflakes is gonna have... So I have Comet of Cassandora. Chain Lightning is awful. It does nothing. It literally is probably the worst spell in the game. Never get it. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about Khalida. So I'm not going to upgrade Doomglade because I think that could be a bad idea. I could upgrade Resatra. I think that's what I'm going to do. I could get more money. I'll just knock down the... To be honest, the woods don't seem to give us any bonuses, so I won't bother too much about that. I mean, the casualty replenishment rate might be nice, actually. But more money. More money would be more gooder. So we're going to do that. Assuming Khalida doesn't head in this direction. Fingers crossed. So yeah, if I was starting this again, I would definitely think I would capture the starting province and then immediately hit Tiatika. Immediately, because that would give you a good base to... Oh shit. Okay, guess we won't be building that skink favela then. I guess that's not a thing anymore. Okay, do we have sequence of the artisan? So that's good, a little bit of research there. Capture 300 battle captives. The solar god is an angry deity. He demands the sacrifice of those that seek to destroy what his servants have built. He will grant a sacred spawning once a tally has been taken. Can't argue with that. Kroq-Gar. Ooh, now we can get a blessing. Now I think I'm going to go for blessing of Quetzal. Quetzal? By your scales, be you blessed by the divine protector, because that's going to reduce the upkeep of our Saurus infantry and temple guard by 20%, which is redonkulous, which means our Saurus warriors now cost 40 each. Okay, we're going to head straight for Doomglade. We're going to try and relieve that. Rasatra is building up. I mean, it's not going to be... Yeah, let's stop the skink favelas, because they're probably not ever going to be built, to be honest. Doomglade is, again, living up to its name, in that the people living there are doomed. We could get some research, though. Construction time for resource producing build. Well, that might come in useful later. At the moment, I think I'm going to go for the sequence of marching, because that gives the campaign movement range. So I'm going to get the Tablet of War. Income from post-battle loot, plus 5%. Can't argue with that. Doomglade is probably going to fall. Oh, Kroq-Gar's a taskmaster. Increases campaign movement range by +3. Which is very nice. Little tip. If you are keeping an army in a city and not recruiting for a while, keep it in march stance, because eventually they'll pick up the taskmaster trait, more campaign movement range for free. Oh dear, Doomglade. Oh dear. Yeah, well... Right, what are you going to do? You are going to... Oh, you're going to capture Doomglade, are you? Okay. Okay, I can live with this. Hello, Arachnos. Non-aggression pacts. I'm going to say no, but mostly because I just don't really care. Not because I want to fight you right now. I think confederating with Tiatika could be very difficult, so I think I'm definitely just going to have to kill him. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going... Hello. War babies. Recent spawnings have favoured the artisan skinks over the Saurus, blah, 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 blah. Recruitment cost reduction for... Okay, well... It's just more Saurus, I think. And we've got the Hand of the God. Kroq-Gar is ancient, a Saurus that has spent his existence fighting the Madrid enemies of the lizard men. Such a long life has seen him, on occasion, fall into conflict with rival Stan, whose interpretation of the Great Plan differs from his own. Nevertheless, when a summons comes from Lord Mazdamundi, the oldest and most powerful of all living mage priests, Kroq-Gar is duty-bound to answer. The command from Mazdamundi is weak, no doubt a result of the Great Warding's disintegration, which in turn is due to the fading vortex on the high-off island of Ulthuan. The ancient Saurus decides that a skink must tap into Geomantic Web directly to clarify Mazdamundi's directive. I need to build a stone marker. Okay, we lost that. What is a stone marker? It's one of those. We already got it. So I don't know whether that means we have to build another one or whether we'll just get it. Okay. This army has some Tomb Guard, who are reasonably nasty infantry, on par with the Saurus warriors. But otherwise, mostly rubbish. So I reckon we can easily retake Doomglade. Oh, it does say 50-50 though. Might be closer than I thought. Oh well. I hope those jars weren't important. Matilda, you've got no culture whatsoever. So we've got a bit of a choke point battle here. We've got two choke points. And we've got a lovely Comet of Cassandora just being right into the middle of this unit of Tomb Guard. They've tried to get out of the way. Oops. It does a lot of damage. Doesn't actually kill anyone. But I mean, this unit of Skeleton Warriors has been, what, about half health now? Just over half health, which is pretty good. So on the left flank, we've got Oh So Simple and Matilda leading some Saurus Warriors, and Skink Skirmishers on the right flank. We've got Crunchy Nut Cornflakes leading another contingent, and then Kroq-Gar is leading the unit of Kobolds for cavalry. We're just going to wait to see which flank we break through first, so we can flank around. Now, it does look like there's more units on this side, so I'm going to try and use Matilda's weight to just smash through, break them as quickly as possible, and then get my cavalry in behind the enemy army. So far so good. We have clashed and Matilda is just rolling up and down the line, doing as much damage as possible. Pterodon Riders are taking out the archers, or at least trying to. We do have large blocks of units here. Now, we should be fine, but we're going to debuff them with Curse the Midnight Wind. As you can see, that's reduced his Tomb Guard down to 4 melee attack. But we have had a spawn in the middle. We've got bloody Ushabti being spawned right in the middle of my skinks. Going to try and get away from them because look how... Oh, they just absolutely mince them. They've killed 5 in seconds. So we're slowly carving our way through here. Pterodon's bombing from above. Number of skeletons just dropping. You see some of these units now taking a lot of damage. We're almost through. Kobold Spear Riders moving in to just try and break them as quickly as possible. Kroq-Gar, another unit of Kobold Spear Riders, going to try and deal with these Ushabti because the skinks are struggling. So we're going to charge in, do some damage. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Kroq-Gar getting in as well. So we're cutting through them, but it's taking quite a while. On the other flank, we have managed to break through in certain... So you can see we've broken through here. Matilda's just wading through. Just the Nehekaran warriors still fighting on. But with the Pterodons and the Kobold Spear Riders, we've managed to break through, and the Kobold Spear Riders now charging around to the other flank, led by Matilda. The unit of Nehekaran horsemen see the danger and try to move in to intercept, but the Kobold Spear Riders and Matilda charging in. They're not going to last very long against them, as you can see. Health dropping very, very rapidly. Still quite a blob of Tomb Guard and skeletons still fighting on this flank. However, our units are now moving around behind them to get in a nice little rear charge. Just going to quickly chase down these bowmen so they don't shoot us in the back. They're just going to go flying everywhere. Down they go. And then we're just going to move it into position and get a nice charge. You see a lot of these units already starting to crumble. And in we come. Just a wave. In goes Matilda as well. Just crushing the skeletons between the Saurus warriors in their front and the spear riders and Matilda in the rear. And then more Saurus warriors piling in the back. In comes Kroq-Gar as well. And they're very, very, very rapidly just going to start crumbling. Going to drop another Curse the Midnight Wind on them, just reduce their melee attack to 0. And down they go. I think that worked out pretty well. I mean, alright, okay, I really need to take better care of Crunchy Nut, but other than that, all good. I'm going to occupy. And, oh, we've got a Carnosaur pendant for Kroq-Gar. Some warriors care not for their own personal safety and so work themselves into a whirlwind of destruction and mindless violence. It's the best kind of violence. So we've resecured the province. Huzzah. Did we complete that quest? No. I think we need to construct another one. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, so simple. Do I want you to have a cold one? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And Doomglade, wow. Okay, well, let's get a skink foraging camp here, because I think we're going to need it for the replenishment. I think we're going to need it for the replenishment. I think that's fine, though. I mean, we did manage to beat up one Tomb King army. Fairly convincingly. They had a lot of Tomb Guard in it as well. And we were fighting at a choke point, so it was quite tricky, but we managed to do it. I think we're going to... Should we get the Kroq-Gar Labour District? It's 270, 360. So it's another 90. Another 90. Or upkeep reduction for skink. I mean, I don't have a lot of skinks. Hero recruit rank for skink chiefs, though, would be nice. Kind of sort of erring towards that. It's quite expensive, though. We could get the stone marker, but I'm not... I've got things to do before that. Do I want to get walls here? That's the question. I mean, theoretically, the Cursed Jungle is behind my lines, but the amount of times Doomglade's been burned to the ground, which is getting slightly concerning at this point. Just in case, because if a Tomb King army managed to slip by, they could cause some real damage. Could just get some Pterodon riders, though. I kind of want some more infrastructure. Beast Lair. Tablet of Beasts. What would that let me do? Tablet of Beasts would give me speed for Pterodon riders, ammunition for Pterodon riders. I mean, I do like my fire bowlers. I really like my fire bowlers. Speed and charge bonus as well. I think I'm going to go for the Kroq-Gar Labour District. The Labour Districts are where the skink handlers farm out Kroq-Gar labour for favour or a price. Sounds a bit pimpy, doesn't it, rather? Skinks wearing purple furry coats with sort of that, is it the ermine? The white and black spotted sort of fur? Little fedoras with feathers in them, that kind of thing. That's how I'm imagining the Kroq-Gar Labour District. And I'm kind of I'm worrying myself at this point, so I'm just going to pretend. No, that's not what it's like, probably. And if it is, then it shouldn't be. Anyway, commandments. Weapon strength for all units. That might be quite nice. Plague, I'm not too worried about. Winds of Magic, meh. Growth. Well, that would probably be the more sensible one, but I'm going to go Alignment of War, because God knows I friggin' need it. Now, Rasatra's in a little bit of a... Well, you know what? We could... If what I'm thinking is Tomb Kings recruit units via their buildings. And I reckon Librus is probably where they've got some of those structures that are helping them recruit things like Tomb Guard. So if I can destroy it, sack it, burn it to the ground, no more Tomb Guard. Huh. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. Maybe I want to do that. Problem is that Crater of the Waking Dead is not a very happy place at the moment. I mean, understandably, to be fair, it's probably not a nice place to live. It's basically a war zone. So not ideal. Okay. Born Killers. Attack rather than defend. I would like to check my units. I think attack rather than defend. Let's give our units more melee attack, less melee defense for 8 turns. That's what I'm going to do. They've got 49. Yeah, I think that decision is the right one. Now, technically, we could use another turn of recovery. Oh, so simple. I'm going to send you out.
I forbid this.
Okay. We've got an ancient battle site here. Royal Barracks. Okay, so that's giving them Tomb Guard. So,
This is forbidden.
if we can trash this place. The garrison is fairly strong, but not too strong. So we're going to march up. In camp, that's going to give us a little bit of replenishment. I might try and maybe lure them in. Now, the public order here is not great. We can untax it, and that's going to make it a bit better. Debatably. An old one monument would also continue to help, although, well, I mean, I can't get... Okay, yeah, let's do that, because I can't get walls at the moment. That's not going to happen. And I can't repair that, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to head towards Librus. Now, I reckon I can take M here, as well as the garrison, and Sashom. Where is she getting all of these? I suppose that one was the one to replace the one I've just killed. Okay. I could get Cholai in here. That would help a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay, there's... Ouch, that really hurts. That he basically cost me 1,000 upkeep by himself with the additional upkeep. So, okay, we've got Cholai. Is that helping at all? No. No is the answer to that. That's not helping at all. Not one bit. Although it does mean that there's at least someone garrisoning Doomglade, which could be worse. Did we actually get any... Okay, we captured 176. I don't know how you capture a skeleton, but we captured 176 of the buggers, so that's good. We might be able to capture more at Librus. That means we could then get the Blessed Saurus Warriors, which would be really nice to have. So that'd be good. We'll probably have to... Did we lose a unit? Oh, no, that's right, because... Oh, so simple as like that. That's fine. He can come back and... Right, fine, good. Okay, unfortunately, we are running out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. But next time, we'll be heading for Librus, and then... I mean, if we can smash Librus and head straight to Marak... if we can finish off killing... I mean, I think we need to really just punch through. We need to crush these armies before they recruit them, because I think they can recruit them so quickly. So really going to have to just punch through, just keep hitting her until she's pushed back to Marak and just destroy her utterly. Hopefully, by the time we face the Tomb Kings again in Western Nehekara, we'll have a few more armies and it might be a little bit easier. Famous last words. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.